Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're live from THHS in the Wanda Nix Gymnasium for this boys varsity playoff matchup. This game represents the last home game for the Townsend Harris boys team. The next played game will be played on a neutral site. And we are ready to tip off. Got a nice rebound from Harmon Singh. Number 13 for the Hawks, senior, four-year player. Well, that was a good follow, stick-back attempt by senior Zach Fisher. Hawks picking up a quick foul in the first minute of the game. That one's going to go against freshman Matt Cantor. And he missed the first one from the charity stripe. And our opposition goes 1 for 1 from the free throw line, or 1 for 2, excuse me. And the Hawks break the ice. What a nice dish to Harmon Singh. Rebound from junior captain, point guard, Jadon Jerome. We have a tight matchup here at a one-point game. Fisher with the offensive board. Gets his strip, but we get the ball back underneath the basket. Jadon with a pickoff in transition defense. Great take by freshman Matthew Cantor. Draws the foul and take 2 from the charity stripe. He misses them both, and the ball will go back down. Adams Street Academy taking it out the full length of the court. The Hawks have got to this point in the playoffs with some really great defense. And we'll see how they do in this half-court set right here. Fisher with the defensive board, kicks it out to Jadon. Jerome handling the ball with poise, pulls up. And we draw the defensive foul underneath the basket on the rebound attempt. All right, watch the drive. And a travel called on number 24 from Adams Street Academy. Adams Street Academy setting up in a full court press. The Hawks looking to break the press. Looks like they were able to get it across half court with no trouble. Again, the boys work on this stuff at their practices, making it look easy sometimes. Nice kick. Solid finish from Harman Singh, number 13. Both teams look a little bit jittery here to start the first quarter. Nice look from the outside. Rattles in and out, and we're going the other way on defense. Zero from Adams Street. Throws the ball away, taking it out, going the length of the court. Very low scoring game here in the first quarter. Adams Street knocks down a three. We're looking to recover from that. Heading the other way on offense. Not quite the same crowd that we drew on Friday, February 28th, when the Hawks picked up a tenacious win. Our boys are looking a little flat. We just picked up the ball on a steal. Jadon Jerome going the length of the court. No contact, no foul, going back the other way. Adams Street Academy got here by way of victory over Frederick Douglass III with a 65-57 win. Exactly the same score that the Hawks beat their last opponent, Jane Addams, 65-57 on the previous playoff game. Matt Cantor diving on the floor to get possession of the ball. Sophomore Matt Duco with the take. Zach Fisher, senior, with the finish. Score is 6-6. Looks like this game is going to be a back and forth battle, at least in the first half here. Townsend Harris beating the press with ease. Ball gets knocked out of Harmon's hand from behind. Still looking for one of these baskets on the rim rattlers to fall. Matt Cantor picks it up. Looks like we're going to need to get out and guard those three-point attempts. Adam Street just knocked down another tray from the outside. Couple of different players picking up those threes. Blocking foul called as Matt Cantor took the ball to the rack. Looks like the officials are calling it on the ground. It'll be out of bounds. Townsend Harris underneath their own basket. Nice kick, three-point attempt. Well, another rim rattler. Coach D'Annunzio thinking about calling a timeout. Decides against it, and we're going the other way. Matt Cantor with the ball up top. Sophomore Matt Duca with the attempt from the corner. Looks like we're going to need to stop this run. And just as suspected, Coach D'Annunzio calls a timeout. 44 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Hawks are down 8-15. Foul count's pretty even, with 3 against the visitor and 2 against the home team. Today represented SAT and PSAT day at Townsend Harris, so there are not a lot of students that stayed after school. However, there does appear to be good family and friend support. Joining me for a moment will be senior captain from the girls varsity basketball team, Julia Hong. Number 3, she's a 4-year member of the girls varsity squad. She's going to assist on the commentary for a little portion of the game here. Julia, what do you think of the game so far?
I think that our team has to hustle a little more and come out stronger and make less turnovers in order to keep possession of the game.
It is true. Seems that we're turning the ball over a little bit here. Right there is another turnover going the other way.
Yes, it is.
Now, what have you noticed about the boys' team this season that's been different than the past couple of years when they didn't make it to the playoffs?
I think they have more confidence. And our team is well-rounded. I think we have 3 players who could score the ball, and they're selfless, and they do everything it takes to help the team win.
Well said, well said. I concur. They definitely have had a lot of camaraderie this year. As the coach of the girls varsity basketball team, we share the gym with the boys team a lot, and this definitely is the team that has had the most camaraderie in the last several years. Jadon Jerome picking up a silly foul here with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I think number 41 also has 2 fouls already in the first quarter, so he has to make sure not to make any silly mistakes on the other end of the floor.
Yeah, it appears the officials are calling that one on a shot attempt, and from where we could see the game, It did appear to be on the ground, but we're going to go with the official's call. Foul count is at 3 and 3 on both sides. The boys do seem to be playing a little flat, though. I feel like they need to gain a little more confidence when they come out in this second quarter, but they need to play the rest of these 8 seconds like they count.
And make sure it is one possession. Do not make silly turnovers with 8 seconds left. And we're taking out the ball. Here we go. There's 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the first quarter.
Looks like Coach Nunzio is going to have some words of wisdom here for the guys to inspire them. The offense is definitely flat. It's probably one of the lowest scoring first quarters they've had this season, only putting up 8 points in the first 8 minutes of the game. All right, we got the first horn. That's the warning signal that the boys should be coming out to start the second quarter. Again, we're coming to you live from the Townsend-Harris Wanda Nix Gymnasium in Flushing, Queens. There are a lot of staff members present at the game today. Townsend-Harris starting on defense. All right, we just got the ball rolling for the second quarter. I am now joined by the sophomore captain of the girls' junior varsity basketball team, Berlin Chala, and she's going to add a little commentary as well. Tell us a little bit about her season. Duca with the attempt. Boys showing a little signs of frustration here. Berlin, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with your season? The girls' JV team made it to the playoffs this year, and we're very excited for that.
Yes, we did. Our first playoff game is on Friday against Maspeth High School. Yes.
That would be Friday, March 13th at Maspeth High School. It'll be a rematch of a non-league game they had early in the year where our girls lost by 2. All right. Oh, trouble here for the Hawks with another turnover. Boys really got to get their handle going. A little more confidence. Their facial expressions are showing some self-doubt. Harmon gets the ball, kicks it. Come on. What do we got? We have a call. All right, push off on Adams Street Academy. And we're going down the other way. They took their press off. And let's see what happens here. Marilyn, how have your practices been going in preparation for the playoffs?
Well, we've been trying to incorporate more scrimmaging time to practice real-life game scenarios. And we've learned a new play that's called 14 that will help us in a man defense. Against Maspeth, as they like to press against us a lot and usually play a man defense.
That was a good look from the outside. Again, another rim rattler on that length of the court. Jadon with the steal, going back the other way. Kicked out of bounds. The referees awarded to blue. Adams Street Academy taking the ball out at the sideline. Now, Berlin, you were on the JV team last year as well. Is there any significant difference from your freshman season to your sophomore season that you'd like to share with our viewers?
I feel like I have improved a lot. And my shooting and definitely my ball handling has gotten better. And I feel like as a team, I have established my role as a leader.
Well said. According to Coach Fontoulis, Berlin really has stepped up her game and has been a true leader for the program, helping guide them to this playoff opportunity next week. Harmon Singh takes a look from the outside, fighting for the ball, gets it back. Another rim rocker. What's going on that end of the court? Picking up a silly foul 94 feet away from the basket. All right, got the rebound going the other way. Janan takes it from the outside. Misses the rebound. We're going the other way on defense. They throw it out of bounds. A first turnover for Adams Street Academy. That's going to hopefully make a significant change in momentum. All right, nice offensive set. All right, great move to the basket. Matt Cantor breaking the ice for the Hawks. The score is 10-17. We're only down 7. We got a lot of time left in this ball game. Looks like we need to get the crowd involved a little bit over here. That looks like a travel. One of the guards from the opposition on the ground wearing the number 0. I don't know if I can call it the number 0 because 0 is the absence of a number, but he's wearing 0. It's a legal number in the sport of basketball. And that one went a little off the mark. We're getting back on defense. Can we shut down the offensive speed of the opposition? All right. And they seem to be hitting everything in this first half. Another inside bucket for Adams Street Academy. Wow, that one is going to hurt. That's an offensive charge call against Harmon Singh. If memory serves me correct, it's his first foul. Freshman Maddie Cannon's here with me. She's a member of the JV girls basketball team. She plays center for the team, and this is her first year with the program since she's a freshman. I would like her to share a few words on her experience playing basketball at Townsend Harris.
Playing basketball at Townsend Harris is a new and very exciting experience. Being able to play with Coach Fontoulis and all of the new JV members has been very awarding, and being able to come this far and growing with all my teammates has been such an amazing experience, and I would never trade it for anything else.
Thank you. That's very well said. Nice to hear that from a freshman experiencing a rigorous winter season sport at our school. Nagwan tries to dish it, but gets it stolen, and it looks like there's going to be another travel call. Akello Burrell, wearing 0 for the opposition, seems to be one of their primary players that needs to be stopped. Zach Fisher posting up. He hasn't had the ball in his hand since the first quarter. We need to get him the ball inside. They are just all over the place. I think maybe the zone defense is not working and we need to switch to man. Jump ball call. And the jump arrow is to Townsend Harris. Andrew Williams checking in for the Hawks. He's at the table, making his playoff debut. Maddie, as you're watching the game, what are some of the basketball feedback that you would like to offer for our viewers? Nice shot from the outside by Nagwa.
I think that defense-wise, they should probably go into a man because the zone defense seems to not be working, as their ball movement is extremely quick, and I don't think that this defense is going to end up working out in the end.
That's a good pickup on the opposition's ball movement. Now we got possession here. Let's see if we can make the most of this possession. Harmon kicks it back over to Jadon. Jadon out to the corner. Tough pass, saved by Maddie Cantor. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Looks like he was fouled from three-point land. Fisher with the ball. Harmon for the shot, and that looked like it was on target there. And we're going back the other way. That is going to be a rough foul to pick up. Again, 94 feet away from the basket. There was a little momentum there. The bleachers started chanting defense. All right, let's see if the substitution of Andrew Williams in the game could be a little spark plug as the ball is kicked out to Andrew. He's going the length of the court, taking it up, and we're going the other way. Rough call. It did not look like he had position. One more foul, and Adams Street Academy is going to be in the bonus. Oh, that might have been the bonus. Again, we're looking at one of the lower scoring games for the boys, hoping their offense kicks in here. I'm now being joined by Mr. Amana, classical language teacher.
Hello, everyone out there.
He's also a Townsend Harris alumnus, such as myself. And it's nice to see you supporting the guys in their playoff game here. What have you noticed so far while you've been watching the game?
I think that the guys are maybe a little bit too much in their heads. The other games I've seen, I think they've been a little bit more assertive, aggressive. They're little trepidatious today.
Excellent use of the SAT words today, Mr. Amana. All right, that's tapped by the opponents, and it's staying with the Hawks, taking it out underneath the basket. Let's see what play the boys run.
Now this is being streamed out all over the internet.
This is World Wide Web at its finest. Andrew Williams from the outside. It was a nice look. Again, another rim rattler. Maybe the ball will go in when we switch sides. We're going to have to adjust to this ball movement by Adams Street. They do have quick ball movement. Oh, excellent block by Maddie Cantor. Yet somehow they came away with the ball again. Another attempt. That's 3 straight three-point attempts. Harmon with the rebound. Kick. Fisher with the take. Whatever you do, do not draw an offensive charge. That would be the third offensive charge. This one's going against Zach Fisher. It was a good attempt. I'm not so sure that Akella Burrell is really getting those feet set. He seems to be moving identically speed with the opposition while he gets there, but the official seems to really like that call right now. I see one of our alumni have walked into the building, and also going to get them up here. Would like to thank Mr. Sweeney from the Classic for live streaming this game. It was put together on short notice. And our custodial finest, Hector Benitez. A little floater, does not go. And that buzzer is the end of the first half. The Hawks are down 13-24, 11-point game. This is not the biggest deficit they've faced throughout this season, so I know they have the ability to battle back. Mr. Amana, do you have anything else that you would like to add for our halftime show here?
I just want to say that I'm confident in our guys, and I think they're going to pull it together in the second half.
Thank you very much. We do appreciate you staying to support the Hawks. It's always nice to see faculty in the bleachers. Now joining me will be custodian Hector Benitez. Now he's seen the program grow over the years and has watched the boys and the girls teams practice and has really given good advice to the students in the hallways as he sees them, and he also keeps the temperature in this gym perfect. It really is a competitive advantage for us. Thank you, Hector.
You're welcome. I try. I see how the game's going right now, and it seems like our THHS boys are having a little rough time. They're having a hard time getting a feel of the game. They just got to keep fighting hard, press up on defense, change their strategy on offense, because this team seems to have shut them down, playing them man on man, and they're having a hard time with that. So they got to turn that around. I think they do that. I think they'll be back in the game.
It's an excellent analysis, Hector. I tend to agree that we're missing a little spark that we've had throughout the season. I have to say, these boys have been a lot of fun to watch. Yeah. They're very energetic, and they tend to really pressure and pound the ball inside. And right now, it seems we're relying on an outside game.
Yeah, we're a little off.
Hector, we're live right now.
Oh, cool. Wow.
All right, so
That wasn't live before?
no, we're live on video as well. So you might maybe turn around over there and wave to the camera. As some of you know, I'm also a Townsend Harris basketball alumna myself, and it's really an honor to be up here commentating. And having a live stream feed is really an amazing experience. Yeah, I'm super happy to have you a part of this process. Thank you.
Good to be here. I'm actually off the clock. I'm not working right now, but so I'm taking my time to be here and watch this team and encourage them and be there for them. They've had a great year. They've played such a great game of basketball, and they're a little off right now, but I believe when they come back at the halftime, we should see them turn it around. So we're just hoping for the best.
I tend to agree. I think halftime sparks, those are the best. Sometimes, when things are handed to you easy, it's not the best way to win the game anyway. So a little battle back in the second half will give the fans something to cheer for. We do have some amazing players. They lead statistical categories across assists, across rebounds, across points. So I'm looking forward to seeing these boys really shine and show their skills in the second half. We do need to see what they're made of. You're absolutely right about that.
Perfect time for them to dig deep inside and search themselves and bring out the best in them. We can't always have it our way and always be on top of the game where we're always ahead, and it's easier to win that way. This is a good test for them to see how far they've come. And they got to get together and make it happen as a group. They'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you, Hector. I do appreciate it. I know you have a lot of basketball knowledge and a lot of sports background yourself, so it's always great to see a different perspective on the game. We do have 6 more minutes before we kick off the second half. We'll see if we get a couple of other guest commentators up here with myself and share some insight into maybe even the spring sports, or it could be possible that our volunteer assistant coach might make a comment on, oh yes, he is here. Mr. Chowdhury, how are you? Have a seat. This is Assistant Coach Chowdhury. He's a teacher at Townsend Harris, math teacher, and many of you know him as Mr. Chowdhury. We call him Coach. He's been working with the program now from pretty much the start of the season, and it's been a pleasure to have him in our gym and working with the guys, a lot of one-on-one time, helping them with their skill development. Coach, can you give us a little insight on what's going on with the boys here?
We're just not playing our game right now. Just gotta, refocus, get back in the game, and start playing our brand of basketball. I think they came out a little aggressive, and that got us a little off-put, a little shook. But I think if we come out with the right energy in the second half, we'll be fine.
All right, so there's a lot of confidence there that if we get back to our style of play, our brand of basketball, as Coach put it, I like that a lot. Coach, you are live, just so you know. How's their mindset right now in the second half, during halftime? How's the mindset of the boys?
I think there's just a little bit of adversity right now, and we're not used to that because we had a lot of easy coasting wins in the regular season. But when the tough gets going, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, right? So I think we're gonna recalibrate in the second half, come out ready to fight, come out with a lot more energy, and come ready to fight, come ready to take the lead back this half.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking out some time to come speak on the mic over here for the live feed. So you heard it from him. We're facing a little bit of adversity right now, and we need to rise above that. See what the boys come out with. See if Coach D'Annunzio can get them fired up in the second half to really change the momentum in the Hawks' favor. So we do have some other athletes from our program in the bleachers supporting their fellow Hawks. Spring seasons have recently got underway with tryouts and training. We have some alumni in the bleachers. Additionally, we have some members of the boys volleyball team. I'm going to have senior captain Calvin Tan just share some outlook for the boys volleyball season coming up. It's really great to have the athletes support one another. So I'd like to hear his perspective. He's not a basketball player, but he is an athlete of a varsity sport, and athletes are athletes. So Calvin, what do you think so far?
The other team's playing very scrappy defense, so we just got to be able to match that. As far as supporting one another, we got our whole team out here, whole team on the right flank over there, supporting one another. We're very tight with these guys. We know what it takes to make it this far into a playoff run, so hopefully these guys can pull out the second half. And, yeah, they're looking good. You just got to get the nerves out,
So Calvin is the starting setter for the boys team. What's the outlook for your team this season, Calvin?
Currently we have, last year we only lost 2 seniors, so we're trying to pick up where we left off last year. Coming off, I'll say a pretty successful season. Last season was a lot of growth, a lot of learning. Had a lot of guys come in, get new looks, and then these guys are going to be very vital into this coming season. We started preseason early, started out in the weight room this year. A lot of guys putting in work, so I think we're looking pretty good.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to seeing that, Calvin.
Make sure we pop out to our home games as well. I think our first home game is March 28th. 28th, if I'm being.
Let's get an exact date on that because we are live and we don't want to put the wrong information out there. We also have some members from the girls varsity volleyball team in the bleachers. I see Samantha Liu out there. She was one of the senior captains for the girls team, libero. They had a tremendous season as well, taking it all the way to the quarterfinals. Again, our athletic program is very much a family. For all those 8th graders waiting to hear whether or not they made it into Townsend Harris, we hope that you consider our athletic program in your decision-making process. March 30th? All right, Calvin has confirmed that the home kickoff game for boys volleyball is on March 30th, so we hope you all come out for that. Thank you, Calvin. So we got about a minute and a half before the second half starts up. I'm looking to see a little switch on the defense. In my opinion, maybe we need to go man and shut down that ball movement from Adams Street Academy. They really have a quick kick out, and they're not afraid to take that three-point shot. The division that they play in Brooklyn is a very tough division, and our league this year, the boys didn't have as many games where they were challenged, so our playoff experience are the games that are really pushing the envelope. How you guys doing? Once again, thank you for live streaming. This is really great. It's a wonderful opportunity for our family and friends who cannot make it to the game today. Looks like we're going to pan over to the court. I'm going to be calling up one of our girls basketball alumni as well as flag football alumni. If I can get her attention this way. Kimmy Lau is in the bleachers. It's almost like a celebrity sighting. She's one of the best athletes we've had come through our school. Daniel C., can you get Kimmy? Kimmy Lau. She just went that way. All right, so we got somebody on that, and it'd be great to hear her perspective on this. She's currently a collegiate athlete at Hunter College playing basketball there, so we're very proud that she has continued her sports love at the intercollegiate level. Again, we are live from Townsend Harris High School in Flushing, Queens. This is the Wanda Nix Gymnasium. Wanda Nix, who is a longtime athletic director and physical education teacher at Townsend Harris. She also served as our school's dean for those same years. She was my varsity volleyball coach when I was a student athlete at Townsend Harris. Again, this live feed is being brought to you by the Classic. Okay, we hold on to possession. We got 30 seconds gone already, and it doesn't seem to have been any change in momentum just yet. All right, boys have some good movement here. Matt Cantor taking it to the rack. Fisher with the rebound. No call on that. Hey! And we get a nice N1. Matty Cantor drawing the foul and scoring the bucket. And he finishes the three-point play. Nothing but nylon on that shot. Let's see this defense, if it can make some offense happen for the Hawks. All right, we just stole the ball, heading back the other way. I like what I'm seeing here. Oh, picked off on the pass. We just can't catch a break. All right, boys, pick your heads up. Keep pushing the pace. Oh, and there she is, Kimberly Lau, class of 2019, multi-sport athlete. She's been at the highest level in her game. We're going to have her give a little commentary here, let us know what she's up to in college. The experience of being an intercollegiate athletic, she can share her experiences with us and maybe give a little feedback from what she's witnessing in this boys' game. Hi, Kimmy, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Doing great.
Welcome back to the Hawks Nest.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
So what are you seeing here in this game so far?
I mean, I just came, but I'm seeing some good ball movement, inside, outside. Missed shot, but it's all right, you know.
Looks like they're definitely matching up on Jadon, man-to-man, whatever defense they're in. They're making sure they're marking their fastest guy with him. I saw you had a football on your hand. Were you helping out with girls' flag football tryouts today?
Yes, I was. They're doing pretty well with tryouts. I saw some really good passes, and you know, I was QB, so they're looking for another QB to fill in my shoes.
Those are some tough shoes to fill at QB. Joining us is also a multi-sport athlete, current senior, Kelsey Zen. Kelsey, were you here for the first half, or you just come right now after flag football tryouts?
I just came right after flag football tryouts. Come again on Friday if you'd like to join.
All right, so we're looking at how was the turnout at tryouts today?
Very good. We had over 35 people come to tryouts. Promising season.
That is very promising. All right, we just had the shot blocked here. These guys seem to be out hustling us, or maybe they just have a little more speed than we do. Coach D'Annunzio taking the timeout, maybe stop a little bit of the bleeding. Kimmy, how's life as a Hunter College basketball player?
It's definitely a nice season. We made it to a championship game, but we fell short to Brooklyn College. But though we didn't make it to the NCAA tournament, we are in the ECAC tournament, and we will be playing on Friday against Stevenson. They are the number 4th seed. We are the number 5th seed, and hopefully over the weekend we can get a championship.
That'd be really great. Where are you playing, on the road?
Yes. We are playing at Cabrini University in Pennsylvania.
So you're going to Cabrini in Pennsylvania on Friday. Is it a 2-day tournament?
It's from Friday to Sunday. So if you keep winning, then you just keep playing every day.
How have you been able to manage intercollegiate athletics and your studies?
It's definitely a little bit easier since I have more free time, but I do have to stay on top of my work and just manage my time well. I think that the time that I have between practice and the end of my classes, I use to do my work, and that's how I get things done.
That's great to hear. I'm guessing that Townsend Harris prepared you for that.
Yes, it did.
And you heard it here first, folks. Another missed shot attempt. We have number 44 in the game for the Hawks. Arjun Goswami. All right, Jadon taking it the length of the court, kicking it to Arjun. Shot from the outside, and it goes. That's going to help. That was a three-pointer. Getting back on defense, set your feet. Oh, that looked like a great block. I'm not sure who this one's going to go against. Unfortunately, Matt Cantor, the freshman, is picking up his 3rd foul on that play. D'Annunzio showing a little bit of emotion there. As Kimmy gets a little nutritious dinner in her, we are going to get some more words or feedback on the game, strategy perhaps. The boys are really in a bind here. 19-37, we're down. 18 points. Arjun from the outside. Harmon with the rebound gets blocked, but it's going to stay our way. Cantor with the shot on the inside. Doesn't fall. We're going back on defense. Oh, they're knocking down those trays from the outside, and the Hawks don't seem to have an answer. Come on, boys. Let's see what fire you got in you. As the lead starts to expand for Adams Street Academy, I'd like to see the crowd get into it, maybe give the boys a little spark that they need. Over to Harmon. outlook for spring boys volleyball?
Oh, I think we're gonna, if we don't take division, maybe come second place, and I think we're gonna have a nice run. I think we have tall guys coming up at the net. We have to work on serve receive and serving, and we got hands, and we got tall guys at the net. So I'm being hopeful.
And I too am very hopeful for this upcoming season. Thank you, Coach. You can hang out here a little bit if you'd like to watch it from this perspective. Also, I'm being joined by Coach Nicole Fontoulis. She's a she's affectionately called by our student population and myself. Coaches the JV girls basketball team and also assistant coaches with me with the girls varsity team. Coach, what's your perspective on this game right now?
I think the guys came in a little nervous and scared in the beginning. They lacked confidence, but halfway through that third quarter, something ignited inside of them, and there's a turn in events during this game right now, and they're chipping away at the score. So hopefully the clock, there's enough time on it, they can come back and pull a win out of this one.
Right, let's hope that this slow down strategy by Adams Street Academy actually works against them, because if they slow down, they might lose their momentum. JV girls is later in the playoff scheduling system, so your game is still another week and a half away. So how are you keeping the girls hungry?
We're talking about the game and strategizing against them. We have a lot of time to prep for it. So the last time that we played them, they had a lot of fast break opportunities. So we're working on transition defense and some offense against the man.
That sounds like a great plan, Coach. I look forward to that game. I'll definitely be there. It's an excellent matchup, nice little Queens rivalry that we've established with Maspeth JV program. Coach Haniff has reminded me that we do have practice, but due to our special bell schedule on Friday, our practice will end in time for me to be able to attend that game. Thank you, Coach, for that nice reminder. Definitely not giving the boys off for that one. All right, so we have some tight defense here. We're looking to get a turnover. They got 15 seconds on their shot clock. I'd like to see the boys' hands in the passing lane, pressure on the ball handler, make them make a quick decision, 10 seconds on their shot clock. I do not want to see them pop a three. They kicked it to the corner. They're driving. Matty Cantor on defense. He might have picked up what could be his foul. This is not a good situation if that is his fourth or fifth foul. Either way, this is not going to look good for the Hawks. He is a tremendous player, power forward. I picked up some fouls early that were debatable, looked like good blocks, and it appears as though the rookie has fouled out of the game. He's got to keep his head held high, though. There's a lot of time left on this clock, 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Checking in for Matty Cantor is senior Carlos Calderon, number 5. Coach has 3 seniors, 1 junior, and 1 sophomore on the floor right now. 5.5 minutes to play. Well, I think we need a little bit more of a hurry-up offense. 20 seconds, 22 seconds on the shot clock. Fisher needs to go ball side. We're holding the ball a little too long. Nagwan with the shot attempt, does not go. Getting back on defense, transition defense. They do not score. Can we pick up the ball? Carlos with the rebound. Let's go. Harmon bringing it up the court. Nagwan again. What? Nice take to the basket. We got some full court pressure from the Hawks. We're back in D. They pop a 3. And unfortunately, it goes. The Eagles coach takes a timeout. Boys are walking into their timeout huddle. This is not a good sign for the Hawks. It is still a 15-point game with 4 minutes and 44 seconds to play. Coaches, in my opinion, there's a lot of time in this ball game.
It's only 5 shots. It's only 5 shots that we're down. We got to shoot the ball.
Got to shoot the ball. You heard it. I tend to agree. I would not give up on this game. This is what we live for in sport. This opportunity to come from behind in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time on that clock. This is our house. This is our kitchen. This is our fridge. Girls, if you're listening at home, nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. Ladies and gentlemen, that is like I mentioned earlier, an in-house sort of mantra that we have. Coach D likes to reference the kitchen, and nobody comes into our fridge and eats our food. I like to reference our house. Nobody comes into our house and pushes us around.
Right now, the Eagles have their hands in the cake, so.
The Eagles have invaded the Hawks' nest, for sure. I think I could give Keith Hernandez a run for his money. What do you guys think?
I think so. I agree.
Back in my intercollegiate days at Binghamton University, I used to do a little side announcing. I did, yes. I used to announce for the softball team. It was a lot of fun and very rewarding. Coach Nikki's going back down to be courtside. Again, she's coaching the varsity softball team. Their season kicked off this week with tryouts. She had a great turnout. Coach, before intercollegiate days at Binghamton University, I used to do a little side announcing. I did, yes. I used to announce for the
season and see what these girls are going to do.
And we look forward to seeing them in action. Thank you, Coach. Jadon from the outside. They call that a 2 or a 3, Coach. I didn't see the other hand go up. All right, Carlos. We get the ball and we pick up a foul. This is great, great momentum. I just got a little text message come through that the live stream vocal is difficult to hear, so we're going to try and amp that up a little bit. Oh, he seemed to have a very tough foul on Carlos Calderon that was not called. The Eagles are in transition. They pick up the transition bucket. We have 4 minutes left on this clock. We are playing hurry-up basketball. Jadon fouled from behind the arc. Again, the energy in the gym is starting to pick up. Let's hope it's not too late and there's enough minutes on this clock to make that comeback. He's going to take 3 from the charity stripe. Knocks down the first shot, closing the gap on this game. And on the second attempt, rattles out. Sophomore Matt Duca checking back in for senior Carlos Calderon. Matt Duca is known as an outside shooter, so let's hope he can pop some threes and make them count. All right, Jadon Jerome went 2 for 3 from the stripe. We're now looking at a 12-point game, 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to play. A lot of time left in this game. Almost a pickoff. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Let's pressure these boys. It looks like the boys are playing with a little bit more confidence, understanding that they can play with this team. Shot from the outside does not go. We got the rebound. Jadon handling the point. Harmon with the screen up top. They're really overplaying. There was no foul call. That was a little surprising, Coach.
That was a little weird. I don't know what happened. He may have lost it, Coach.
Sorry, a little ball handling snafu. All right, well, we have possession under our basket. The visiting team has 7 fouls against them. The next time they foul us, we are going to the charity stripe. Nagwan with the ball. Again, I want to thank the Classic for live streaming this event. Senior Zach Fisher knocking down a 2-pointer. We're looking at a 10-point ball game. The tide has turned. Let's take that ball and go white. Neither official seems to be hustling on this play. That is a tough call. Coach D'Annunzio showing a lot of emotion down there on court side, trying to fire his boys up. All right, let's get another defensive stop. We need our fans to get into this game here. This is going to be a true turning point if we can get a stop on this possession. I would even say, oh, this is trouble. Gave up an easy 2. We're back up to a 12-point game. Harmon with the ball. Jadon's really suffering under this man-to-man pressure. Fisher with the pump fake, takes it to the rack, and scores. We got high fives up in the announcing booth. We got an N1 call here. Let's see if Fisher can finish the three-point play. I have confidence in him. Watch this young man develop into a fine player. Matured a lot through the years. I'm confident that he can knock down this shot. Coach, have you liked the change in momentum?
Love it. I love it. They're playing defense. They're confident. They're hustling. This is what I want to see.
Anyone's game. Anyone's game. All right, the crowd is hushed down. Zach's going to take his shot attempt. Completes his routine and knocks it down. It is a 9-point game. We are under double digits. The Hawks are looking to advance. They're not giving up. We have tough defense. Arms are in the passing lanes. We're forcing a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Hawks. Pressure's on. Here we go, boys. Keep that momentum in our favor. Jadon Jerome with the ball. Zach Fisher with a nice high screen. Pops it. It does not go. We need that rebound. Oh, double dribble. A mental error. The Eagles might have been grounded. Little mental error there. Okay, Matt Duca kicks it inside. Fisher making his move, taking it in. On the ground, it's still going to be a 1-and-1, coach. Should be 1-and-1. 1-and-1, 1-and-1. What is he calling? Okay, there we go. There are 2 minutes to play. We're in a 9-point ball game. Fisher has an opportunity to score 2 here with the clock stopped. All right, that's a tough miss there on the 1-and-1. We need that rebound. All right, they're on the run here. The Eagles have the ball. That is a tough transition offense. Difficult to stop when you're down and trying to pressure. We're back up to an 11-point game. Harmon tried to kick it out. It got blocked and deflected. It's going to stay with the Hawks underneath. Arjun, number 44, checking back in for the Hawks. Boys got to ooh, he tried to catch and shoot real quick. Got blocked. It's going to stay with Townsend Harris. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Harmon wide open. Look, no good. Does not fall. Looks like Fisher might pick up a foul. 94 feet away from the basket. Boys are going to step up in full court pressure here. 1:32 on the game clock. This is the fourth quarter. This is where we need to make something happen. You got to take risks. You got to step out. You cannot worry about fouls. You cannot worry about fouling out of this game. You have to play with intensity. All right, we're back up to an 11-point game. 1:26 on the game clock. I'm thinking that, backcourt. All right. The players had to call that call themselves. These officials seem to be a little checked out here. I hope they can pick it up at the end here. It's going to be an intense 1:20 in basketball. 1:20 in basketball can take like half an hour.
These kids deserve more than that. So
these kids do deserve more than that. They've worked hard all year from October till now. It is March. It's a long season. Jadon launching it from the outside. Not a good look. There's a race for the ball. We have possession. He's dribbling. He kicks it. Harmon to the corner. Fisher for 3. It does not go. They are fighting. This is something these boys will remember forever. Win or lose, the dedication it takes to be on a varsity sport is something you'll remember for the rest of your life. The seniors on this court right now, this is something they've put their heart and soul into. For a couple of them, it's been all 4 seasons. We got 1 minute and 4 seconds to play. We're at an 11-point game. Adams Street Academy from the charity stripe. Assistant Coach Chowdhury trying to get the crowd involved. Unfortunately, he knocked down that first shot. I'd like to have a retraction on my number 0 comment. It's been brought to my attention that it is considered a number. As a coach, I do not allow players to wear the number 0, though. Okay, they're trapping. The ball is deflected, staying with the Hawks. 54 seconds left to play. In boys basketball, the clock does not stop on a made basket. There is no option to advance. This is going to make it very difficult being down 12 with 53 seconds to play. This is going to have to become a game of fouls and free throw shooting percentage. Typically, the team with the greater free throw shooting percentage comes out as the victor. With 10 fouls against the opponents, Fisher is going to take 2 from the stripe. He knocks down the first one. 46-57, down 11. Senior captain Zach Fisher leaving nothing to chance, knocks them both down. Aggressive defense, stopping the clock. Can the Eagles make their free throws? As the game went on, the crowd did filter in. The bleachers are a lot more full now. They're a little quiet. I'd like to see a little bit more energy from this crowd to help maybe create that home court advantage and get this guy to miss this shot. Oh, and on cue, there they go. And he knocks it down. We're still looking at an 11-point game. He knocks them both down. Eagles coach takes a full timeout. Most likely telling his team to stay under control. They have a competitive advantage here, being up 12 with 52 seconds. Coach D'Annunzio faced with some really tough decisions here. No matter what happens here, this is the final game on the home court, as the next round is played at a neutral site. The quarterfinal game for PSAL boys scheduled for this upcoming Saturday. Whoever wins this game will play the winner of Maspeth Brooklyn College Academy on Saturday at Achievement First in Brooklyn. Always exciting during playoff time. It really presents a different dynamic when it comes to coaching, the nerves, the psychology behind it all. Additionally, when you have 52 seconds on the clock as a coach and you're down 12, you're handling emotions, you're handling the mentality, players' worst nightmares, things like this come to mind. And let's see how the Hawks respond. I'd like to see them walk off this court with honor, win or lose. Harmon's got the ball. They got to get across half court. They only got 10 seconds to do that. Kicks it, Arjun with the three-point shot attempt. It does not go. We're not picking up these long rebounds. That is not helping things. Will the Hawks foul again? They did foul again.
why do you think Eagles are still doing a press defense?
I do not know why the Eagles are still pressing. In my opinion, as a coach, I would not be pressing with under a minute to play up by 12. In fact, that leads to a fast-paced game, which would work an advantage of the team that's down.
Yeah, and I don't know basketball like that, but yeah, it's just kind of weird, right? I would think that he maybe would drop them back, or maybe, like you pointed out before, that's what they're good at. So they're sticking to their game.
Yeah, it's possible they're sticking with their game plan from the start. Jadon goes the length of the court. As I mentioned, the clock will still run in boys basketball on a made basket in the fourth quarter. This is different than in girls varsity basketball, where the clock would stop under a minute left to play in the game. So now both teams are in the double bonus. That means at any foul, they will shoot 2 from the free throw line. The Hawks have 4 boys on the line. The Eagles have pulled everybody off the line. They are knocking down their free throws. Knocking them down. 22 seconds left to play. Okay, he missed the second one here. What are we doing? Jadon's going the length of the court again, dribbling through the defense. Nobody on the Hawks is making it into the lane. He shoots from the outside, does not go. Will we foul? We did foul. It was not intentional. However, the player did fall to the ground. All right, boys, keep your heads up. For the seniors, this appears to be the last game they will play in a Townsend Harris Hawks uniform. They have represented us with pride through the years. As athletic director, I'm very proud of their dedication to this program. As a coach who shares the gym with the boys team, I'm also very proud to have watched them develop. They did not make the playoffs the previous 2 seasons, their sophomore or junior seasons, and coming into their senior year, they were dedicated to one another, putting the hard work in, the effort, really the most camaraderie I've seen out of their program in several years. 10 seconds left to play on this playoff run. Jadon chucks it from the outside. It does not go. The boys are walking. The Eagles have made their final subs. The final count, 49-63. The Townsend Harris Hawks have not advanced. Tremendous effort. I want to thank all the coaches from the other sports that came out to support, offer commentary. I'd like to thank the alumni that came up here, Mr. Amana and Kimberly Lau, and the other Townsend Harris athletes that offered their feedback throughout the course of this game. My name is Lauren Kayacha. I'm a teacher at Townsend Harris. I am grateful for the opportunity to provide color commentary and grateful to the Classic for putting this together. This concludes the varsity. Hector Benitez, custodian, just offered another commentary here at the end. When they win, they win like champions, and when they lose like champions. This is true. The boys have walked off with their heads held high. Obvious disappointment in their faces, as one might expect. And we are very proud of the work, ethic, and dedication that they have shown here today and throughout the course of the season. Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. I do appreciate this. Are you guys still live or we're done? All right, this is Miss Kayacha. I'm signing off from the Hawk Nest. It's been a pleasure. I hope to do this again sometime. You all come out and support the Hawks anytime you get a chance. Thank you very much.